What up, you Hoops Nation? This is Mike and Mike. This is the Spring League at Berkeley Heights. We had another successful draft. We had 3 games, all right? We're gonna start off with the first one. Last week we covered the teams in the draft. I think it went pretty well. Once again, we had even teams. Everyone's feeling each other out, but we're gonna start off with Team Weta versus Squad Up. Now, Mike, you watched the first game, right? Once again, guys, this was a constant theme last league. All right, you saw it. Dave didn't show up. First week, his back's hurt. Is anyone here surprised? Listen, I can't tell you that. You know who did show up? His brother Mike, who's actually better now. So we're gonna start off with that. Squad Up got the win. Kerry's team, I think Mike's on their team. They're wearing the white jerseys. And I don't know, what was the score of that game? Do you remember?
Nah, I don't, but all I remember is Corey Jones dropped someone.
Corey Jones is on Squad Up, right?
Yes.
Corey, you know what's funny? Corey Jones was the last pick of the draft. And I think he could score with the best of anyone here, right?
Yeah.
Things with Corey is, I don't know if Corey's a point guard or a shooting guard, because doesn't facilitate a lot, but he can pull up from 30 feet out. He can finish. But you get the good and the bad with him. I would compare him a lot to Danny on our team. He can flat out score. But you know, some days you're gonna get 10, 12, 14 missed shots, or you're gonna get 30 points out of him. I'd give the edge to Danny. I'll take Danny over him any day, but those are 2 players you can compare to. Squad Up, Oren from Florham Park joined our league once again. I know we got 6 teams. We got 1 more team, so we have no bye weeks. I think it's going to go pretty well. They moved the ball pretty well. They're missing Kerry. We had to switch the games for this week to Tuesday. Team Weta, they just looked
awful.
Yeah, they just that's one way to put it. They looked out of it. I mean, Mike, I don't know what was up with him. You know, he finished the season strong. He had 11 threes one game last season. This game, I think they're feeling each other out. I think everyone, you know, they get a bye this week. Of course, we'll get into it for the next game. We'll move on from that game. It was pretty close down to the end. It was. The Ecuadorian assassin, Jorge Quisana, lifetime legend, he was hurt. So he wasn't playing, but they still got the victory. I think Terrence is going to get everyone more involved. I tell him that all the time. He's one of the most athletically gifted players here, but he's got to get everyone more involved. He's got to be the leader of that team. So let's get into the second game. My team, Team Wojak, Make It Rain, versus Team Corrigan, Ireland.
You guys got killed. I mean, I don't know what to say. You couldn't keep up.
Well, this is what happened. I mean, they made 17 threes. How many times is that going to happen? I don't know. Believe it or not, they scored 100 points on us. We still scored 70-something points. We were in it the whole game. We started off a zone against them. We were containing Tim as much as we could. All right. Troy's a good player. Wasn't much of a factor. Tim scored 42 points. I think that's what it really came down to. Tim scored 42 points, and they could not miss. And we were scoring with them. We were down 3 at halftime playing the zone. I don't think we had the personnel to switch it to man. I mean, we were doing all right. We were playing efficiently, and then Nick went down with an injury. And I mean, it's deflating, man. When you're making shots and you're playing well, you're playing good defense, and they could not miss from threes, it beats you down mentally. It really does. As you saw it out there, no matter what we did. I mean, Tim was making shots, the commish. Danny even got hot. James Heiss, you know, he was duck rolling some baskets in. I don't know if he made a basket, but he looked good out there. I mean, any way you look at it, this is a game, yeah, we lost by 20 points, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried about our team. I like the chemistry. I like the way Jen played with us. I like playing with this team. I like the way Dan and Tim move the ball. I want to give it to, once again, Tim Corrigan, though, for the way he drafts. I don't know how he does it. He picked up RJ. He picked up Clay. 2 unselfish players. What can Clay do? A big man that can stretch the floor. And RJ, That's exactly what they need. Just a quick point guard that's going to take people off the baseline and create and give them open shots. They're also missing, I think his name is Nehemiah. Nehemiah, yeah, that's another point guard that they're missing. So, I mean, right now they're looking like the favorite. I would say so. What about you? They're looking like the favorite. But it's week 1, and I told you we're coming for them. We'll see them again in a few weeks. And let's get into the third game. Team Murray Mania versus Dub City. All right, I'm going to say this again. It happened last season. Derek and Julio are on the same team. I know they're best buddies. I just don't see it working out.
Nah, I mean, they both take like 50 shots a game. It's just not going to work, and they're not efficient.
That's it. They're shooting guards playing point guard. They're not efficient. I'm going to tell you right now, Derek is the most athletic guy in this gym. He should create more. They got Amir. Amir's a quick player. Brandon, another athletic guy. But, I mean, like, we'll give it to him because it's week 1, but Derek wasn't playing his game. He's not a three-point shooter, taking a lot of shots. I would say Steve, if I had to vote, he's the most pure point guard in this league. The way he moves the ball, the way he shoots, the way he finishes, the players on his team, I mean, Walter's the football player, Brian's a mostly defensive guy, and who was the other guy on their team? Do you remember the last player? Oh, I don't even know his name, but he just joined the league. With that personnel, he pulled it off, and it was basically him creating, getting everyone open. I think if Derek looked for that a little bit more, they would be better off. But the last game wasn't really close at all.
Nah, it was tough to watch, honestly.
It was just a very game, and the score really depicted it. It was 58-40, and they didn't look smooth on offense at all. I don't think it's going to be a repeat of James's team last year with that personnel. I think they have different players, but they got to figure out something, get the ball out of his hands and get it moving. But besides that, I think it was a great wrap-up. I'm hoping to see Dave make an appearance somewhat this season. I think everyone's still feeling each other out. I don't know how Tim drafts people that look like they played for 5 years together, but somehow he just does it, crafty vet. I hope to be that good a shape when I'm his age. I like it. Draft was successful again. I think we ran another great league. I think it's going to have a great turnout, 8 weeks of fun. It's competitive, it's physical, and I think by week 3, week 4, you're going to see every team's identity.
Yeah, it was a great week 1, and I can't wait for the rest of the season. You know, it should be some great games, great competition, and that's really it.
I'm going to throw down 1 dunk this season and hit 5 threes. I'm calling it out now. You Hoops, have a good night. Berkeley Heights out.